Good morning.
Good morning.
We are going to do some stuff today. Now that we have this buggy, there is a shitload of stuff that we can do. We're gonna get some enemy skills, new and old.
It's like a more of a amphibious thing.
Yeah, it will. So it's buggy, but it can cross rivers.
It's also in the shape of a boat, slightly.
Kind of also. I think that's why it can cross rivers. So basically, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna get done in a very short amount of time. This whole recording session, all of this extra stuff that it took about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I condensed it down into about 30 minutes. So there's going to be a lot of speeding up in this one. We're getting probably 2 or 3 enemy skills. We're getting some old enemy skills for our second enemy skill materia, and we're going to go talk to an old guy. So let's do it!
So, is that you, accidentally, exiting the vehicle?
Yeah, so I was about to mention this. Basically, the way random encounters work on the overworld is after a certain number of steps, you have a chance of getting a random encounter. Getting in and getting out and in or in and out of the buggy resets the step count.
Ah. So if you want to get into a certain area before then, just go boop.
Well, yeah, it basically allows you to avoid random encounters, as long as you keep popping in and out.
I'm trying to decide what the hell those pink things on our back are.
Probably boat propellers.
I don't know. You got that big ass fan in the middle of it.
Outboard motors.
Oh, side attack.
Alright, so these things are called beach plugs. They have one of the best abilities in the game. At least I think it's one of the best abilities in the game.
Big guard.
Yep, big guard. So what big guard does is it casts haste and wall on the party for, I think it's like 50 something MP. What wall does is, since wall is actually 2 abilities in one, it's barrier and M barrier. They're basically magic and physical damage resistance. They
Resistance or damage nullification?
Resistance. It's not nullification. That would be crazy. They don't last as long as regular barrier and M barrier, but all right. So I hope you guys like the music choice for these sped up sequences. When I was thinking about doing this Let's Play, it was going to be a toss-up between Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII. Had I done a Let's Play of Final Fantasy VIII, you would be hearing this song a lot. This is the Triple Triad theme that plays whenever you play Triple Triad in Final Fantasy VIII. So yeah, you would be hearing it a whole lot because a lot of the Final Fantasy VIII play that I do is a lot of Triple Triad. Anyway, so hot on the heels of getting Big Guard, we are going to get White Wind, which is also a very, very good ability.
Oh. And both of the things learned it at the same time, right?
Yeah, since it's a party-wide ability,
Nice.
So, that thing that we just murdered there, it's called Zemzalet. Yeah, and you manipulate it, you use White Wind, and it heals the entire party. For basically, I think it heals the party for whatever the caster's current HP is. So, like, if Cloud had, like, 700 HP, it would heal for 700 HP. So this is the old man. I think he's called Sleeping Man or something. Basically, you just talk to him and he says stuff. Every time you exit and leave, he'll say something else.
Except for this time.
I mean, right, well, not something else, but he says a random thing from a series of random things that he can say. Two of the things that he can say are the number of battles you fought and the number of encounters you've escaped from. So, we've escaped from 1. What we need to know from him is how many battles we've won. But he just does not want to tell us. There we go, 176 battles fought. So, the way this works
175 1?
Huh?
Because you ran away from 1.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
Well, like, did you need to know how many you've won, or just how you
fought.
You've been in? Okay.
How many we fought. Basically, that number. We needed that number. Because, so what happens is, you look at the last 2 numbers, they have to be the same number, and they have to be either even or odd. So, we're at 176, so we're close to 177. So we're going to do this one fight, and we're going to get 177. And when you talk to him and your number of battles fought is an odd double number, you get a key item called Mithril. Don't worry about it for now.
What would be the even?
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're basically just going to do 11 fights here, which is why this is sped up and why this took so long. You get a Bolt Ring.
Bolt Ring?
Bolt Ring. It nullifies bolt attacks.
Ooh.
And I mean, since we're here and we're doing all these fights, we're also leveling up the party, and if anyone uses a limit break, we're leveling their limit breaks, we're getting them kills, we're grinding. But with purpose. So, it's always a good idea to, like, get a bunch of kills in, a bunch of battles in, a bunch of limit breaks off, every once in a while, just because of the way all that stuff works. Like, so I mean, I explained this before, but each level of limit break that you unlock is unlocked by killing a certain number of enemies, and then each second limit break in a level is unlocked by using the first limit break in that level. So, using limit breaks and killing things is how you get limit breaks, and we love limit breaks. by the way, the song is called Shuffle or Boogie. In case you happen to love it so much, you just had to go and find it to listen to yourself. I don't know. I really like the song. Some people says it gets kind of grating and annoying after listening to it when you play Triple Triad over and over and over and over again for hours on end. But I enjoy it in a good way. In a healthy way. I also really like Triple Triad. Well, I should say I like Triple Triad. I like Triple Triad the way I played Triple Triad in Final Fantasy VIII, by manipulating it into being really easy. Speaking of manipulation, that's what we're doing right here. We're manipulating this dragon guy to use Flamethrower on Cloud, so Cloud can get the second enemy skill materia, the Flamethrower ability. And I mean, while we're here...
Might as well. Give him the sadness.
Let's go say hi to the Midgar Zolom again. If you recall, the last time we fought the Midgar Zolom, we were under-leveled. Now we're about right. But now we've got the laser ability, which basically is going to immediately chunk off half his health.
Ooh.
Yep, there goes Barret.
Goodbye, Barret.
I don't really know how much health he has left at this point, so I was just kind of chipping away at his health. Let's see how much Beta does now that we have health to spare and defense. Oh, hey, it does 0! Look at that! That's because of an accessory that we were wearing. And then we may as well just finish him off with Aqua Lung, right?
Hell yeah.
12,
there it goes.
Yeah. So, I think I said this before in an earlier episode, but Beta is fire damage. So I put the fire ring on Cloud because we have a fire ring, and like the bolt ring, it makes Cloud immune to whatever element that happens to be, so Cloud is immune to fire. I just manipulated this guy to see if he had anything fun.
That's weird.
Now at this point, there is an interesting little thing that you can do. If you like grinding and doing really hard fights, I'm only going to show it off. I'm not going to stick around and do a whole lot of it. Basically, you go down into this alleyway. This isn't the alleyway. What are you doing, Cloud?
Wrong alleyway. This alleyway?
Yeah, this alleyway. You push this button here, it sets off an alarm, and now you can get really tough encounters in this area.
Can you turn the alarm back off? Or is it like a one-time thing, it's on forever?
It's a one-time thing. I think if you leave the area and come back, it might be off. But I'm just doing a couple just to show off that this is a thing that you can do. And I also wanted to steal a smoke grenade, just to show off how smoke grenades work. So, these things I think are called slalom, and the other thing that we fought was it was called a death machine. The slalom have 1600 HP apiece, and the death machine had 2500. So yeah, these guys are pretty tough. But you can steal smoke grenades from these guys.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to get one, and now we murder them.
I mean, as you do.
Indeed. Barrett's dead.
Oh well.
But like, yeah, you get a shitload of AP from these guys. So it's a good place to grind levels on your materia. Like I think you get 70 AP apiece on those slalom things. So yeah, it's a good place. So, you know, if you wanted to shove a bunch of materia into double growth weapons and equipment, this would be the perfect place to do it.
Yeah.
So, our last stop... Oh, by the way, here it is again. See the way the propellers are facing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's going to show the whole... No, it doesn't. But, you get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our last stop is the Gold Saucer. On our trip of random crap to do now that we have the buggy. So now that they've cleaned up the crime scene that was the battle square, we can actually go and do the stuff in the battle square. We can talk to this lady, and she just says that she likes fighters and stuff. So basically what the battle square is you do a series of battles in succession, and every time you win a fight, it adds another handicap. So it costs GP to play, and then you get battle points back when you finish the battle. So basically what happens here is you get battle points, you use the battle points to unlock cool items and shit. But if you leave the area, you lose all your battle points. So it kind of sucks that if you use all of your GP to fight battles and you don't have enough to get an item that you want, you end up having to basically do all the battles over and over again because you have to leave to get more GP. So anyway, that's why this place kind of sucks, but some of the things that you get are pretty neat, so figured why not.
Do it as you will.
I don't get how the time times 30 damage thing works. So see, every time you finish a thing, it gives you a different debuff. Well, I've been slept. So right now
Rip.
Cloud is poisoned, and he's slept, and he's... Oh yeah, I didn't mention, White Wind also basically, like, cures everything as well. So, if you're poisoned or, you know, silenced, confused, frogged even, it cures all that.
Nice.
Well, now I have 0 MP. So, we're gonna take a couple of those money-making ethers and use them in this fight. Oh, 777!
Nice.
That doesn't really help us here.
Oh well. Great! So the other thing is, the different negative effects that you get with each spin also have different multipliers for your the amount of battle points that you get at the end. Or I guess they're not multipliers. I think it just outright gives you a set amount of battle points depending on what debuff you've been given. So some are better than others. Great.
Magic materia is broken. So here's what smoke bombs do. A smoke bomb, if you use a smoke bomb, will automatically make you succeed in running from a fight, no matter what the fight is, except for boss fights. There it is. So in this case, using a smoke bomb makes you run from the fight, but it also gives you the battle points as if you won the fight. So now we have 10,000 battle points. But it also gives us the tissues. We got them tissues. So we're at a GP. So what's gonna happen here is we need to get a lot of battle points, but we're out of GP, so yeah. We have 10,000 battle points right now. What we want to go for is on the next page. It's this championship belt. We need 40,960 battle points. So I just kind of skipped all of this because it was a lot of grinding GP and a lot of playing this. Basically, the problem is, whenever you do this fight, if you lose, you get nothing. You get no battle points at all. So I had to do this a shitload of times, because sometimes I would succeed, sometimes I would fail, because sometimes you would get minied and I had no way of curing mini. But basically, I got to a point where I had 40,000, like, 920 points, or whatever it happened to be. I was off by, like 30 or 40 points, which pissed me off so much. So, I mean, I just got the belt and left. In hindsight, I should have, like, you know, used the remaining battle points to get other shit while I was there, but at that point I was so pissed off at that stupid thing. Anyway, so if you actually win all 8 battles in a row, you get the sprint shoes, which automatically hastes you when you get into battle if you wear it as an accessory.
Nice.
So, anyway, the reason I wanted that championship belt is that it increases your strength and vitality by 30.
Get fucking chocobo. Or rather, that guy in a chocobo suit.
So, see, power and vitality, plus 30, which is very good.
Oh, yeah.
So Barrett's got the bolt ring right now. He doesn't necessarily need the bolt ring, but we're going to keep the bolt ring on him. There's no real reason to have the sprint shoes right now. I mean, having haste in the beginning of a fight is really good, but not when you've got a talisman and a bolt ring. I think I might put something else on Barrett. I don't remember what I did with him. Give him the Protect Fist. Alright, that works. And then I just leave her with the plus 10 Spirit. Spirit is for like casting and magic and stuff, so having her as a healer with extra Spirit is useful. Honestly, I think that's what Spirit does. It might just dictate magic defense. I don't know if it has anything to do with like magic damage. But I know for a fact it does magic defense. But anyway, yeah, so we did a lot of stuff. I ended up, yeah, basically cutting away 45 minutes of footage there. What actually happened was, I got to a point where I was going for so long just trying to get the stuff that I just stopped the recording. And I was like, let me just, you know, do this off recording. Because it was taking so damn long. And then, like, when I got to that point, I'd forgotten that I stopped the recording. So that was basically me, like, hastily being like, oh shit, I need to start the recording again. So that's why. That's why there was, like, a huge cut there. So anyway, yeah, next time we'll actually get back on track, go to Gungaga like we're supposed to, and, yeah. So, good night.
Good night.